Okay, it's the only category that I don't have a time in, at least on the board or recorded. So I will get a time down for this and we'll maybe do Arya's story later. Hey, how you doing, man? Oops, did not mean to hit the diagonal there. This actually seems longer than the regular prologue, like for the main game. Oh no, wait, no, absolutely not. The snowball dialogue is a bit longer, but considering that you can just like run out straight away, this is much faster. If you've only just joined the Streamlack, we'll be doing just a run of this, just so we've got a time for it, and then probably back to Arya's story after that, so you'll be able to check that out as well. Oh, okay, you don't actually need to go into the underground part. That's fine. Well, that's an easy time loss. Basically just a blood mode run from like here out. There we go. Blood mode's so fast. What a good mode. Yeah, now that I'm looking at this again, it's like much shorter than I remember it being. Like, I thought it at least had like some length to it, like the original one done, but honestly Blood mode has like nothing as far as a prologue goes. What's good, Nimlix? How you doing? We chillin'. We are. We out here vibing. Always. Chilling like a crab. Oops. Thought we were getting it. I love that emote so much. I'll maybe say to SMP about that actually. Get some input about the idea of taking away a prologue skip for this. Because we originally had a 100% category for this as well. because like you can still collect gems, but it doesn't actually do anything. Like there's no actual benefit to it, so we scrapped that. Yeah, it looks much harder than it actually is. To be honest, it probably doesn't even look really hard, it's just route memorization, but it's very similar to the original Mad Fathers in the sense that the optimization lies within like different inconspicuous tricks that are like dotted throughout the run, things like that. Like being able to menu quickly, remembering where the items are, remembering that when you pick up an item it doesn't like skip through it. So you need to know where like all the item pickups and things like that are. Like learning the route is the easiest part of the speedrun. And the rest of it just comes with like practice. Oops. One day I'll get that and it'll be good. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I've always found the hardest parts of the Mad Father speedruns to be right at the start, as far as routing goes, because as soon as you start getting to the, like basically just anywhere beyond this, it just becomes like a straight line. Of like when you complete this area, you just move to the next one, so on and so forth. The start of the game, when it's the most open, is the hardest to remember as far as route. But in this game, it's just do everything on the top floor, do everything on the bottom floor, continue. It's not very difficult. Is it blood mode that you plan to run, or are you doing bad end first? I think I might have mentioned this in the Discord chat that I have. You can buffer an input there. Just like tiny tricks like that save small bits of time here and there. Oh yeah, absolutely. Honestly, even 100% is like okay beyond this point, because in a 100% run you will have done the whole diary section just after the eyes delivery. And at this point in a 100% run you would have 13 out of 20 gems. And as far as my memory serves, with the exception of the like having to cut the cable to free the big guy, with the exception of that and the dog, basically every other gem is like basically in the way of where you're going. And most of the heavy lifting of the run gets done right at the start. Egron, thank you for the host as always, hope you're keeping well. For anybody that's just joined recently, we're only looking to get a time on this. I don't know what the world record is, but prologue skip or prologue start categories, I mean to say, are not a favourite of mine, so we're just looking to get a time in the board. It's like my cross to bear that every time I pick up a game for speedrunning, I feel obligated to like just play every category of it. Same thing that I had with Eve, where I was like, oh no, I need to like do the 100% run now because I've done everything else. Oops. I'll give a heads up just now actually, since I'm streaming as well. Starting from Thursday, I might not stream quite as often as I have been because I need to go into work for like a week. For like essential stuff that can't be put off. Like I've been furloughed, which is why I've been able to stream so much, as is the case with basically all of Scotland at this point in time. But the work has like some essential thing going on. I won't get into the details of it, it's boring stuff. But I unfortunately do have work shifts coming up in the near future, so I'll have to do that instead of this, or at least it'll take up some of my time. That was a pretty clean doll room, very nice. A mirror room, I should say. That was good, that was pretty quick. Nice, that whole part was really quite fast. Pretty up to par. The unsung hero of this game is in the chat right now. The person who discovered this kit. Changed the game forever. Here we go, let's die at this part and just ruin the run. Could have hit the diagonal there, but to no avail. Excuse me. Coming up to this part reminds me that I actually need to document like the gem skip that was discovered in here. Oh dear. like on the forums, or the guides part anyway, for the remake, we've documented like every skip that's been found so far into just one big guide that you can use, and it hasn't been updated. Oh, somehow that was very quick. I usually hold in X while mashing Z for that part, or Z. Z, whatever you choose to say. That should be quick enough. Yep. Awesome. Starting to get the feel for that trick a bit more now. Nice. I'm sure it's just me, but I find that to be quite a difficult angle to hit. It's this. I got my route mixed up. I thought we were going to go and use the scalpel there. Genuinely caught myself off guard there. Unfortunate. I'm going to move up so that we can get round the minecart there. Honestly, this run's been pretty good so far, but I have been playing Blood mode pretty much like every time I put this game on, so quite well practiced at this point.
I'm gonna get it.
Okay, we're nearly done. I think this is gonna clock in as a 24-minute run, so we'll be on 24 minutes. Maybe pushing up into the 25. I don't actually know what the record time for this is category, so I will have a look at it after the fact. I'm gonna get the PB music like regardless of what time I get anyway, because I haven't completed a run of this before, so it could be a 7-hour run that would still PB. Welcome back. god, try to get through that door is painful at times. Eee. I was wondering, I don't know if I recognise that emote, but I like it. Any major flubs? Not really, no. The only thing I guess you could call major, even though it didn't lose that much time, is I mixed up the order of events, like where the mandrake is. So I grabbed the plant pot that the mandrake was in, and then for some reason had a complete like brain fart and thought that the next thing to do was use the scalpel, so I ran like towards the dog. And the game stopped me from doing it. And I was like, oh yeah, I need to actually use that. Probably only about like a 3-second time loss. As far as like major stuff, we haven't died anywhere. Didn't die at the quiet room, didn't die at that chase, got the one cycle at the chandelier. Not everything, or everything that would be considered major went well. Like all the critical parts. It's a good run. I wouldn't say it's a great run. I'll maybe like individually time the time from getting snowball to the end. Like I'll maybe do an individual timer on that. Just to see how it is, just in case it's like a PB. Bizarrely. I highly doubt that to be the case, but yeah. Like it's a good run, I'm happy enough with it. And based on how long the credits go on for, I think we're probably looking at a 25-minute run. I was hoping we could hit at least a 24 something, because I'm sure the record is like a 24 something. I don't actually know what the record is, I'll have to see afterwards. If this does end up being a PB over like the individual blood mode run that I've done, or the prologue skip blood mode run that I've done, I will be very surprised. This might actually end up being a high 24. Just look at it. Like it's starting to kind of verge on the end of the credits and it's already at 24 minutes. The prologue's honestly only about 2 minutes. 2 minutes and something. A 24, 25, that's okay. Thank you. I'll look at what the record is on that in like 2 seconds. As mentioned prior, I don't know what that is.